Hi everyone, Thomas here and welcome back to the video. So today I'm back here for another CC shopping video, and today we're going to be looking for, I'm not really too sure what we're going to be looking for today actually. I've just opened a couple of different CC websites here and we're going to go ahead and take a look at these today. So at the end of the video I would normally go into Create a Sim and show you what we get, but I'm not actually too sure I'll be able to do that today because I'm a little bit pushed for time, but I was in the mood to do a CC shopping video, so I never know. I just had to see how things plan out. So as I said, I've got 4 different CC websites open here, including the Sims Resource. We've got Lana CC Finds, Little Simsy's Favourites, and a new one here which we haven't really looked at in videos before from Mila Simmer, or Mila Simmer, I don't know how to pronounce it, and she's actually a really good supporter of my channel. And a little while ago on Twitter I was looking for CC links for different Tumblr websites and that sort of thing, and she suggested her blog for CCing things, so I'm going to go ahead and take a look at that. So make sure you head over to her channel, Mila Simmer. I'll leave a link down below as well. So you can go ahead and check out her content. So I think what we'll get started on is the Sims Resource, and I'm just going to go through and see if there's anything I can find. Now, a little while ago I did change over to just purely Maxis Match stuff, and I really liked it because, I just feel like it fits the game a lot more. But it lasted about 10 seconds. I'm not even joking, I literally just couldn't, stick with just Maxis Match. I love Alpha too much, I couldn't do it. So I'm kind of doing Maxis Match and Alpha now. As Spring Sims would say, he's a Maxis Alpha, and so am I, because I just cannot decide on one. I feel like I say that in every single video, but it is the truth. So I'm just going to go ahead and see if there's anything left here. I'm not going to go through too many pages because I feel like that'll get a little bit boring. Let's see here. So another thing I want to point out from the bottom of my screen, if I do include the bottom of the screen because I might crop it out, it is currently the 17th of March, and you're probably seeing this maybe towards the end of March, or maybe, I don't know, maybe in early April, just because sometimes I get in the mood to record videos and I'll just pre-record and pre-record and pre-record, and I feel like I end up having a backlog of videos to upload for a month, if that makes sense. So, I'm just, I don't know. So if you see this a little bit away from the date and you're wondering, wait, why is this being uploaded so late, then that's the reason. Also, I just want to point out as well that I've got a little bit of a blocked nose, a little bit of a cold coming on, so if you hear me, if you hear it sound a little bit congested, then that's because of that. So anything else I'm seeing here? There's some eyes there. I don't really like CC eyes apart from the quartz eyes. I don't know why, but that just seems the only one that I like to use. The other ones just seem a little bit unrealistic. I'm kind of a bit picky in terms of what eyes I use. There's a really nice type of eye that Spring Sims uses, and you can, every time I see that eye, I'm like, oh, I think Spring Sims made that Create a Sim, because you can just tell because he uses it all the time. It is a really nice overlay, but I don't really know if I would... I don't know, I love the quartz eye so much, I just don't think I could change it. So I'm going to go ahead and see if there's anything else here. I'm not really seeing a whole lot, to be honest. Here's some other stuff. It's just some floral sort of stuff, actually, because, I don't want to ruin anything, but, I'm going to ruin it if I say something, but by me saying that, you can probably guess why I said that. Anyway, moving on. So if there's anything else I'm seeing, I think I've got this. Oh, this is a hairstyle. Ugh, I don't know. See if there's anything else here. Not really, to be honest. I don't know. Let's see. So yeah, I'm coming on with a cold. One thing I have a tip for is if you're thinking that you get a sore throat, or you do have a sore throat, and it's kind of like the early days of it, then I really recommend, well, not even the early days, just any time you got a sore throat, can't speak here, a sore throat, is to actually gargle salted water. Now, it's actually disgusting when you do it. I don't know why I'm talking about this, to be honest. You basically just get a cup of warm water, put some salt in it, let it dissolve, and then you gargle it. Now, don't drink it, because that'll make the sore throat worse, but it just kind of kills the bacteria. It's a really good way to get rid of a sore throat why do I keep saying like that? A sore throat really quickly. So I'm just going to see if there's anything else here that I'm seeing. Not really too lot. So what I'm going to do now is just head over into the Maxis Match tab, because that is something that I found on the Sims Resource a little bit, not too long ago, and it seems to be getting a little bit more popular now, so I'm going to see if there's any more. So 206 creations. I think in the last CC shopping video it was at 193, so, not that many more, but, it's just progressing. I feel like Maxis Match CC still has a long way to go, because it's fairly something that, Alpha seemed to have dominated the CC, websites and all that sort of stuff, but, recently I've seen that a lot of people are converting over to Maxis Match. maybe they'll do the same thing with me. They'll think that they're going to convert and then they just cannot do it. But you know, it is, you know, something that I feel like it's grown a lot in terms of CC. Also, another thing here is this clarified hair. This is actually by Awesome Simmer YT. I actually pointed out one of their hairstyles in the last video as well, thinking it was alpha, but it's actually clarified. And I was like, thinking back at it, I'm thinking that I may have offended her, because I mean, like, doing CC is a lot of work, and I couldn't do that at all. So shout out to everybody who makes CC for doing that. And yeah, so I didn't download her hairstyle in the past because I thought it was a alpha hairstyle, but it's actually not. It's clarified, so go ahead and download that. Like I said at the beginning, I don't know if we're going to have time to look at all the items today at the end of the video, but if we do, then we've got some things there. So here's another thing which I think I saw last time, so I think we're starting to go back into where we left off in the last CC shopping video. But these are some army fashion tops or whatever, and they actually look really cool, so I'm going to get those because I thought I had downloaded them, but doesn't seem like I have. So let's go ahead and look at some more here. So on to Lana CC finds, or SSS Fitlands, or whatever. Actually got this recommended a little while ago by my friend Foreign Simmer. She said she uses it a lot for her, because, well, if you don't know about her channel, we've actually done a collab before. She does a lot of machinimas, and it's a good place to get CC for, like, in-game, like, build mode objects, which, you know, to be honest, I'm not really a huge fan of, but, you know, it is something that, I've had a couple of things in the past. Not really something I use a whole lot, because I really prefer, kind of, like, I don't know, in-game objects for build mode, and then I like to use CC for creator sim. I don't know why, it's just those two things. I never really like to use CC objects, and I don't know why, but, you know. So, to be honest, I'm not really seeing a whole lot today. I've actually looked through this not too long ago off camera, so I think I'm going to leave that website for today and head on to another one. So we've got some lab coats here, which actually kind of look, well, this one right here kind of looks like just a normal coat. I don't know if it's specifically for, like, a scientist career or something, but that actually looks kind of cool, so I'm going to make a note of that. I'm just going to open it as a new tab, and then off screen I'll download it, because that can get really boring quickly if I'm just going through all these websites, going through AdFly, trying to get through them all. So I might do that off screen. What I normally like to do is go through like a Tumblr, especially for a Tumblr website. I'll go through them, see what I like for like maybe like 5 or so pages, and then I'll stop the recording, go ahead and download it all, and then come back. That way it doesn't build up too many tabs, and if that happens, then I start to get lag, and it's just not a good experience for anybody watching. So I kind of like to do that. So this seems to be not an overlay. I mean a recolor, that was the word, for a backyard stuff pack hairstyle. I don't know if I actually have any ombre effect hairstyles in the game apart from that one that came with backyard stuff pack. I don't know, I might be wrong. I feel like I am wrong, but I can't really think of anything. So here's some Not So Berry lipstick, because this is actually Little Simsies and Always Simmons legacy challenge that they made together. I'm actually not doing that, but, you know, I don't know, if you'd like me to do that, I don't know. I'm kind of really torn between it, because I feel like a lot of people are doing it now, and I feel like it's going to get very boring quickly if I start doing it, because, I mean, listening to me for an LP, nope. So, you know, I don't know what to do, and I'm kind of not really into it myself, so I feel like that's going to be a bad decision to start it, because if I do, then I'm not going to enjoy it, and it's just not going to be a good experience for anyone, if that makes sense. So, you know, I feel like I might not do that. So nothing really else there, so let's go ahead onto Mila Simmer's CC Finds website and have a look if there's anything here. So this is kind of like a dress which actually looks kind of nice. Kind of makes me think a little bit of the Vintage Glamour stuff pack, actually. So I'm going to go ahead and get that, because that looks really nice, actually. So here we've got some more hairstyles, and I feel like I have way too many female hairstyles in my game. I'll go through Creator Sim looking through the female hair section, and there's just so many. I'm just scrolling forever. So I feel like I need to start going away a little bit from hairstyles, because I feel like I'm just downloading too much, and my game is just going to be overloaded with CC and start lagging. I'm actually starting to see a little bit more lag in my game. Now, a little while ago, I actually bought a new graphics card from X7SimsX. It was her old graphics card before she upgraded, and she was selling it, so I bought it off her. And, you know, it's really, really good. It's a big upgrade from my last one, so it has improved my videos, and I have seen that, especially when I'm just playing it off screen as well, like in my own gameplay. So there's a really, really nice graphics card. It's an NVIDIA GeForce GTX 980, and you know, recently I've started to get a little bit lag on my game now. Now, I don't know if it can't be from the graphics card, because it is a really good one. But another thing I use is Dxtory, which is my recording software. And actually got that recommended by Jen as well. So I've been using that for a long time, actually. But I've started to see that every like recording I do takes up between like I would say about 70 and 100 gigabytes of storage, which I know sounds ridiculous, but that's kind of what it is, and I kind of understand that because it is a really good high quality recorder, but you know, it is a little bit ridiculous, so my hard drive space fills up really fast, and I'll always find it in the red, because you know, if you go into my computer and then it tells you how much space you got left. I'm sorry, I'm probably really boring you here. It tells you how much storage, and it's like always in the red, so I'm always having to go through and delete the raw footage, and I always kind of forget to do that sometimes, and if you see a laggy episode, then that's probably why. Wow, that took too long to explain, I'm sorry about that, I probably bored you to death. So if there's anything else I'm seeing here, kind of like this coloured sweatshirt, so I think I'm going to go ahead and do that. Oh, this is a little Simsy. Look, what? How did I say that? I don't know. So I think I remember to actually talking about this in one of her videos, so I'm going to get the mesh and the download for that, just a couple of free colours for another one, so I'm going to have to get the mesh. So this looks a little bit interesting over here. I'm seeing some stuff here that, oh, Merry Christmas. I've just realised now this is like Christmas themed stuff, so let's move on from that. So here we've got another sweater, which I mean I'm going to have to start getting away from, because we are getting into springtime here now, and I feel like I'm going to need some more spring wear and summery sort of clothing coming back into my CC collection. So I'm going to go ahead and make sure I'm finding some stuff for that as well, and not just sweaters and stuff like that. Sorry, I'm getting really nasally here. I don't know if you can hear. So if there's anything else that I'm seeing here, I've got some blush, which looks very, very heavy here actually, but I might actually get that. I always have trouble in terms of makeup. It's just always a mess. Like, there's just nothing that, like, I find it's always blushes and eyeshadows I always have a problem with. I just can never find something that'll fit a particular sim. I always have a problem with that. I don't know why. It just never seems to like flow very nicely with that sim, if that makes sense, and it like happens all the time. So, well, I mean, I've never had any experience with makeup ever, apart from doing creator sims recently, so, you know, it's probably going to take me a while to get used to it, but yeah. So I'm starting to see things that I've actually seen before here, so I think that is it for now, but this is a really, really nice website that Mila Sim has got here, so I think I will be coming back to this at another point, maybe by the next, you know, CC shopping video. There may be a couple more things on here, which we'll go ahead and take a look at. If you have any other CC, you know, items or anything that you'd like me to take a look at, then just leave those down below in the comment section, but it could get flagged as spam, and I've had a problem recently that, comments have been marked as spam even though they're not, and it doesn't let me approve them again, which is really unusual. So if that does happen, then probably the better way to message me or tell me about these websites is on Twitter. My Twitter username is RealThomasAV1, which is actually the same as my Origin ID, so you can go ahead and tweet me there, and I'll probably see them a lot more. And yeah, so I think I'm gonna have to end. I don't know how, I don't know, I'm kind of contemplating if I have time to go into Creator Sim. I think I am. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and download this stuff. I may not have time to do it though, so I may come back in a minute and end the video, but I'm going to see, because I'm actually home alone at the minute, which is good, because I get time to actually record, so, but I feel like people are going to be returning back home in a minute, so, I don't know, I'm going to try and not try to rush myself, because I'm going to talk fast. Anyway, I'm rambling now, so I'm going to go ahead and download this all, and I'll be back in just a minute. Okay, so I'm actually back here now. There's something kind of, I don't know why this happened, but for some reason Dxtory didn't record my actual microphone, so I'm kind of doing a voiceover here when I've sped up the footage, because I did record the footage but not my voice, so I'm really, really sorry about that. So I'm going to have to end the video here, and oh, it's been a total mess, this video, but I'm going to upload it anyway. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you like the things that we got today. If you did, don't forget to leave a like, comment, share, and subscribe if you haven't, and also let me know of any other Tumblr or just CC websites in general that you'd like me to look at in future CC shopping videos, then leave those down below. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!